Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of He Said, He Said, He Said, a look at the world from a seasoned Black man's perspective. I'm your host, Alvin King, and welcome to our show tonight. And if you're looking at my name, it is my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I am so in birthday mode, and for many who know me, I'm in birthday month mode. Okay, I have been having the most incredible time, but today is my actual birthday, and I have been waiting to celebrate or to host. He said on my birthday. So, welcome to our show tonight. We are so happy that you are here, and I think I told you all last week at our show that we are celebrating Black Music Month, ladies and gentlemen, and we're so happy to be doing that. And our Black Music Month show, for our Black Music Month series, we are having various artists from various backgrounds on the show, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so happy to bring them to you. But again, we are celebrating Black Music Month, and for those of you who are not aware of Black Music Month, as I said last week, Jimmy Carter made this proclamation in 1979 to recognize the incredible contribution Black music has made on the U.S. and the world. And we are kicking off our second episode honoring Black Music Month with our featured guest tonight. This artist is a singer, songwriter, and actress, ladies and gentlemen. Kia Bennett is here tonight, and we are excited to have Kia on the show. And Kia is going to perform, and I've asked Kia to sing happy birthday to me. So I need you all to grab your drink and grab a piece of cake or whatever, and stay around for the end of the show because Kia is going to sing happy birthday to me. Also, it is Pride Month, and there is a lot going on for Pride Month. Last week, I had a wonderful time at Capitol Pride here in D.C. It was just an amazing time. The weather was beautiful, and I know Pride is being celebrated all over the world, but we definitely want to recognize Pride Month and keep that at the forefront of your minds. And also this weekend, it is the Juneteenth holiday. That's right. And there's a lot going on for here in DC, I know, to celebrate Juneteenth. And unfortunately, because I have a lot going on with me, I won't be able to get to some of the festivities. So tonight, we need you all here to help celebrate with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we have Kia Bennett here. And last but not least, this weekend, which is action-packed, I thought I'd take a moment to salute some of our gay dads, ladies and gentlemen. It is Father's Day weekend, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, because there are some incredible dads. But here are some dads that really mean the world to me. They are wonderful fathers. This is Brian and Horace and their two kids, Danae and Josiah. And then we have one of my friends, Dennis Williams, and his son Elian. Beautiful family. And I mean, these dads are really doing it. And I just wanted to just give them some street cred, give them some he said cred, to let them know that we love them and we see you. And this here is my brother and his husband Carl and their son Timmy when he was young, and this is them now. I just wanted to give them lots of love and say happy Father's Day to all of you. You are doing an incredible job. Keep doing what you're doing, because I honestly don't know, raising a child these days, it is a lot of work. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to get on with the show. And if you all are ready, let's get on with the chat and get my guy.
Hey, birthday. How you doing?
Hey, birthday. It's good to see me now. Thank you, guys. Wait. Okay, there it is. There it is. Happy birthday, you guys. Thank you. It means a lot to be here. Like, I've been waiting for a Friday with my birthday to roll around, and I would be able to do the show, as I'm looking for your birthday to fall on a Friday so I can do a show with you. So okay. Let me know. How you guys doing tonight?
All good. It's Friday. I'm happy. I'm glad it's a long weekend. I have, and it's a whole nother story. I have mixed emotions about the recognition of Juneteenth, only because I think it's a lot of celebrating the freedom and not necessarily keeping in mind that people decided to hold people beyond the time when they were supposed to be free. So, I just, it always gets, that side always gets lost. And I think it's really, really important because that's how we really recognize the significance of it. So, but that said, I'm well, and happy Father's Day. May my dad's spirit rest in peace.
Yeah, I and I'm a brief moment on Father's Day. I didn't have a great relationship with my dad, so when I see other fathers, really stepping up to the plate and taking care of their kids, especially in this climate that we live in, I sometimes I just acknowledge them, especially if I'm out. I think I've got some strange looks a couple of times, and I'm like, dude, you're doing a great job. But I've had some people to receive what I've said to them in a positive way. But it's really hard to raise a kid right now, and so absolutely. I want to salute all the dads. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Vash, you good?
Absolutely. I am. Like, you guys are saying all the things that I would want to say. Like, it's hard to raise a kid, and yet there are people out here who are volunteering to do it, either biologically or from a foster standpoint or a step standpoint. And I salute them all because it's a tough gig. It's a very, very tough gig. And Juneteenth is also, like you were saying, it's very charged, right? Like, it's good that we can celebrate freedom. It's good that it's a holiday that everyone can celebrate. And I am thrilled that more and more people are beginning to absorb the gravity,
significance,
the significance of Juneteenth, and there are celebrations all over the place, that are not just all Black, but yet taking it as part of the American culture. And I think that's beautiful.
And in the very same moment, just very quickly, Texas Governor Abbott just signed legislation closing diversity offices in all state colleges and universities, closing them. There will be no diversity offices in state schools in Texas.
Well, hopefully it's become part of the culture that it doesn't necessarily need an office in order.
Assure you that is not the case.
Of course, course. But hopefully hopefully there's a kernel. You have to hope that the pendulum will swing back and that people have it as part of their being. But I'm very optimistic.
Well, I'm first of all, I need some of that to rub off on me, Vash, because I just see that as a real problem. And it's why would someone not think that diversity is important, especially now in this
supremacy?
Climate. So right, but just get rid of it. It's just I don't see at least in Texas, I don't see a bright spot from him making that move. And so again, I want your optimism to roll off on me, brother. I do, because I want to be, but
fingers
this
crossed.
Whole Juneteenth thing has to do with Texas. I should also point out.
What?
The whole Juneteenth, Texas.
Right. Exactly.
It was Texas.
Right. Well, God bless Texas. Michelle, thank you for the birthday wish. How you doing tonight? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. All right. So what else is going on?
Well, on another note, as we remember this, this is a solemn week in other ways. 7 years ago, on the June 12th, 2016, a gunman walked into the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida, killing 49 people and injuring 53 more. And so we want to remember during this month of Pride, we also want to remember those lost lives, those wounded, and all the lives that were impacted and the impact it had on our community, our LGBTQIA+ community. We just want to remember those lives. We hope that they rest in peace, and may we never forget their lives and this senseless killing that we still deal with gun violence. And we talk about it a lot on the show here in this DMV where Alvin and I are, and across the country. But, we just did not want, given our commitment to our community and this time, we did not want this week to go without acknowledging the 7th anniversary of the Pulse murders.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't realize it was 7 years, to be honest with you.
7 years ago.
I saw a gentleman on TV who was in the club that night, and he's speaking, and one of the survivors, and he looked older, and I thought, wow, he sure did age, but it's been 7 years. Gosh, that I didn't know that. Thank you for that, Bobby. Thank you.
Flying by. Time is truly, truly flying by. But not quickly enough for those of us who are looking forward to seeing what happens to Donald Trump after his indictment on those 37 counts for handling and mishandling classified documents. You know, when this man was in office, all the stuff he did, people kept saying, look, when he gets out of office, that's when we're going to get him. So the fact that now all these cases are coming up, all of these indictments are coming up, more power to them. So for those of you who may or may not know, he was indicted on 37 counts for mishandling and obstructing the return of classified documents back to the government. And he's lost attorneys. There's so many things going on with this man and this particular case. As the picture showed, there were boxes of classified documents in ballrooms, under like pipes, in bathrooms, in all kinds of places. When they were talking about the classified documents like months ago or a year ago, I was envisioning maybe 2 or 3 boxes. You know what I mean? Like maybe 4 or 5 envelopes. That looks like, when you put all those boxes together, that's like someone's 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of boxes. And they're using his words against him in this indictment.
Yeah.
Not only the words where he said that he wants to maintain the integrity of the laws for classified documents, but also his words where he told people, look, hide them. There is even apparently footage on closed circuit surveillance TV footage that they have of him moving boxes after he was told to return them. So, you know, the case is afoot, and I'm wondering, what do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen to this?
I'm just hoping that, first of all the evidence that were outlined in this indictment or regarding these counts that are against him, they were clear, they were concise, and although the judge, which is one of the judges that he appointed, you know, is overseeing the case, whatever jury's in that room making that decision, you literally would have to just be a Trump fan or supporter to not see that he's guilty on all charges.
You can't even be his mom, because even his mom said he was a putz.
Right.
Right. Like you have to be some kind of like fanatic fool, not paying attention to the evidence, not listening to, you know, the law and instructions from the judge, because it's all laid out and they have witnesses. So when he was released, he was indicted, he pled not guilty, he was released to go back to Mar-a-Lago, where some of the witnesses that are going to be testifying against him still are and still work. They actually had to put together a list of potential witnesses that he could not talk to or could not talk to about this case. I mean, can you imagine going back home and, you know, the person who is handling this or that for you, you now know is going to be testifying against you because you did some wrong stuff? It's quite intense. I can't imagine what his mental health is like. And I mean,
mental health. Mental health.
We take mental health very seriously.
But you know, my concern is, you know, that we as a nation right now are so politically divided that I believe that there are people who are committed to the party and not the country in the same way that I believed people once were. And I think as a result of that, you know, you even have the Republican Party right now ensuring that if you are going to run, if they're going to consider you as a candidate, you have to agree to sign a document that says whoever becomes the party nominee, you will support them. They will not allow Republican candidates to move forward and be a part of debates and all of that system unless they sign an affidavit that says whoever ends up being the party candidate, we will fall in line and we will support them. So that says to me that you are more committed to a party than to the national, for the good, to the good of the national agenda.
Or the diversity of the population and the needs of all of the people
Absolutely.
that might be different from what a particular candidate may want. I mean, it takes a lot of the responsibility off of the candidate being good as opposed to them just being popular.
Absolutely. And how do you stand there in a debate and just talk about somebody not being fit or not the right person? And then the moment they get the nominee, you're like, now you're going out stomping for them and saying like, well, now I think they should be the president. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense.
Well,
Rodney said the entire jury would need to be Lindsey Graham, and I
agree. and Sir Kenny says control and witchcraft.
All right.
Okay.
So we also wanted, speaking on another, we'll go in another direction. The did it or did it not happen right now on the social media is all about our man Tyler Perry. There's been speculation that Tyler purchased BET, and of course BET has not been black owned for a minute, and so there was a lot of celebration that possibly BET would be black owned again. So it would actually be BET and VH1. That would make Tyler Perry the only African American to own 2 major networks, if indeed it happens. But unfortunately, it's not been confirmed. It's still rumored at this point. And as my research said, that he has been in a bit of a bidding war with people such as 50 Cent and Shaquille O'Neal. So the question is, did he or didn't he? We still don't know.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, every other program that comes on BET is a Tyler Perry production. So you know what I'm saying? So
he's well on his way.
But at the end of the day, he's not getting that paper. You know what I'm saying? But from what I can see, it's like, you know, he's on it. But no, we don't know. But whoever gets it, as long as, you know, for the first time that they're black, I'm in full support. But I have a feeling Tyler Perry might be close to the running against the other 2. I may be wrong.
I think he's got the secret weapon in his pocket, though. You guys know how close he is to Oprah. I think he's got the secret weapon right there. And he's got his own studio already. He's got his own studio.
It makes perfect sense. I mean,
I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and now, you know, since everybody is confused about Tyler Perry and what's going on with him, let's go to social media and see how everybody's confused about this Anita Baker Babyface issue, where apparently Babyface on the night of a show in New Jersey, he took to social media to tell his fans that he was asked to not take the stage at a Prudential Center so that headliner Anita Baker could perform her full set after the show got off to a late start. But the fans didn't like it, and they went in on Anita Baker, and she said that she was cyberbullied by his fans, so she canceled him from the whole tour.
Plucked him right off. Bam.
But I don't. First of all, there's a lot of things that go on in headlining. I get it. There's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But those things usually work better when you sign a contract and it's stipulated who's going to do what. And so there was some talk about him being a co-headliner that she also had issues with. And we also know that Anita Baker is not this is not her first round in the rodeo with having issues with people who are on tour with her, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of folks have been up in arms. Have you all heard about it? What have you heard?
I think she threw that baby out with the bathwater. The baby face.
She chose peace. She chose peace, and I cannot blame her for that. She's like, y'all acting crazy, y'all trying to make my life hell. Get him, and you get to step in. And I look.
But if people have filled the stadium to see Vash and Alvin, and birthday boy here is running late or whatever.
So you can cancel him.
You know, and then all of a sudden it's birthday boy getting ready to come, and he's like, you know what? In order for me to do my whole set, I'm not going to truncate my set. We'll just tell them that Vash is not coming on tonight. So all these people sitting up in the stadium waiting to see both of you, and they pay their money, and all they get is birthday boy here, I would not be happy either. I wouldn't go into cyberbullying, but I really would not be happy. I didn't pay for a one-person concert. I paid for two.
But then you can get your money back on that count.
Yeah, you can. You can. So all you lost is time for coming out to see somebody who didn't show up.
Yeah. Okay, when was the last time either of you tried to get money back from a concert? It's not easy, is all I'm saying.
No. I did, and I know that's another talk show, but I did get my money back from a concert where someone didn't show up with I don't want to call her name because I love her. I don't want to bring no harm to her show. But
what does it rhyme with?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
What does it rhyme with?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But no, you can get your money back. And in a case like this, it's so public, it shouldn't be hard.
Right.
It definitely should be hard. But Anita Baker obviously has some clout.
She should have truncated her show. She should have said, you know what, I'm not gonna do my whole set. I'll let him do some.
But then what about the people that came to see her as the headliner?
Well, the show shouldn't have started 90 minutes late.
Well,
yes.
That. Okay, well, this show, thank God we start on time, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on now.
And if you all are ready, I want to bring in our featured guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm excited about her being here. And like I said, every week we want to bring you an artist that some of you have seen and some of you may not have seen or heard. But tonight, we're bringing you someone that we know is going to bring down the house in our show tonight, Pure Enchantment. We have Kia Bennett here. So if you all are ready for us to move on, can I introduce Kia, please?
Bring her in.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready? Kia Bennett is a member of the new school, RAMP, Ayers Music Production, whose musical contributions provided the world with samples for his hits like A Tribe Called Quest, Bonita Applebum, Mary J. Blige, My Life, and Erykah Badu's America's Promise. Miss Bennett is best noted for her background vocals, which supported international recording artists such as D'Angelo, Ledisi, Michael Bolton, and a few others. She is also half of the singing duo Kia Bennett and Desiree Jordan as Keedy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the He Said stage, my girl, Kia Bennett. Hey, Kia.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here with you all.
Well, thank you. Thank you for, look, I'm just so glad you're here. And ladies and gentlemen, true story. I ran into Kia. Look, I just happened to run into her at a Jill Scott concert. And I was like, Kia, you got to come on the show. You got to come on my show. And she was like, yeah, she was looking so good. I was like, is she going to talk to me? And so she said yes. And so she is here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Kia, again, thank you for joining us tonight on the show. Thank you. So I'm going to kick off the first question. Kia, you are a native. You're a native of Richmond, Virginia, and a product of Howard University. You made your introduction into the entertainment business while singing with former Washington D.C. group Entyme, along with some other respected artists such as Geno Young, Cy Smith, who we've had on the show, and Yahzarah. Share with us, how much attending an HBCU influenced your passion and desire to even pursue music.
Well, it kind of happened way before, I attended Howard, of course. But let me tell you an interesting thing. During the Million Man March, I was at Howard and D'Angelo called me. He was at the Million Man March. He was like, "Kid, we about to go on this tour. I'm coming to get you." So, my parents had to trust me enough to, follow my dreams. Like, I really appreciate my parents for that. I went with him for, a couple of months for like a promo college tour. And I just so happened to get back in school. And I graduated on time. So
hallelujah.
Okay, that's what's up. Thank you. Because I've been knowing you of you and hearing you a long time. And so again, it's an honor to have you on the show tonight. Thank you so much.
And I'd like to just say, just for me going to Howard, I know I am in the number of Black excellence.
Ooh.
And, and basically, I grew up, my whole family are full of educators and entrepreneurs, and they all went to HBCUs too. So any HBCU is a privilege to have matriculated. So
HBCU love, absolutely.
HBCU love.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right.
I come from a legacy of HBCUs. My aunt and uncle went to Cheney, which I do believe was the first.
Is that
indeed it was.
Yeah.
Indeed it was.
Distinctions
Indeed it was.
all through this panel.
All right. Okay. All right. So it is Black History Month, Kia, as we mentioned earlier. And I would love for you to share with us what Black History Month means to you and the state of Black music right now.
Oh, you want me to be real about the state of Black music right now?
Yes. You're in our living room, so come on down. It's just us. Be real. The price is right. Okay, come on down.
I love Black music. Black music. We've done rock and roll. We're taking over country again. We're letting them know that this was our music because country music is rooted in blues and gospel, R&B, soul, jazz. So everything that is American music is Black music. Yes. So we really celebrate Black music all year round. It's just that they had to, they had to designate, June as Black Music Month. Yeah. Black music to me is liberating. It's telling our stories. It's history. It's our joy. It's our pain. It's our happiness. Music is the only thing that I would say that bring people together, whether across races, genders, everything. Music brings people together. So I feel like it's
truly universal.
It's universal, and it's a superpower.
Yeah, yes. Amen.
Vibration. Yep. Now, with the music industry today, I really think that we need a breakthrough where artists are on the top. As far as like me being an independent artist, we don't get a lot of money doing streams. It's a broken system. I'm just going to be real about it. It's a broken system. And for us to invest so much of our time, our heart, our love, our money into music to serve your ears and to heal people through music, we, it's just, we get the small end of the stick. So also, this new music is out here. I've adjusted my ears to some of the things. It's just not that real deal R&B. So I'm gonna continue to bring back the vulnerability and emotion in music. The musicality, the changes. That's what's missing in today's R&B. Seriously, like I like some people. Like I like Summer Walker. I like Ari Lennox. I like Lucky Day. And they're good for what they do. It's just that I grew up in the era of 70s, 80s, 90s, soul, R&B, funk, jazz, house. And I just miss that music. So I'm really making music that I miss. And I also feel like the industry is, sometimes they forget our demographic, 35 to 75. Those are the people that spend money and go see concerts, for real. Sometimes I feel like radio, they kind of like, miss our demographic as far as like marketing and doing a lot more stuff for us.
I don't even listen to the radio anymore. And I used to. I really don't listen to the radio anymore. Like a person like yourself, if I find your station, or your music on Pandora, I want to hear more of you. I want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how. I'm sure the radio has value these days, but I just don't listen to the radio. Wow. Yeah, because of that, I don't hear anything.
It's just different because guess what? When I was younger, I was 7 years old listening to Sade and Anita Baker and Regina Bell and Phyllis Hyman. What do I know about things that they were singing about? But I knew that it moved me.
Right.
Right. And this is what they were playing on the radio.
Right.
So I'm just a product of, whatever was on the radio. So those were great things that were played on the radio back in the day. And everybody had their own identity. No one sounded the same.
Or was trying to perpetrate or sell more instead of selling the music, selling their look.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying. Okay. I was trying to be nice about that. Thank you, Kia. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Okay.
Well, well, first of all, thank you for listing off those people, because those are the singers that I grew up with, and they were singers. They were people who actually sang. You started off your career seemingly almost serendipitously by being able to go on tour while you were in school. But from your experience, how hard is it for a woman to get into the music business?
Well, I can tell you, it's not hard, but the thing is to be taken seriously as a real musician and singer. You know, there are people. Let me tell you my experience. Been in the studio with different guys, and we're working through a song, and something doesn't work, and I suggest something, and no one says anything. They're like, "Oh, okay," but let somebody else come in the studio and say the same thing I said. Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Right.
Instead of listening to me when I told you this is what we should do.
Right.
But let a man come in and say what you should do. And it's the exact same thing I said. So it's just showing me that you're ignoring me and not taking value of my talent in my ears.
Well, based on your experience, then, what advice would you give to young female artists that are coming up trying to make it happen?
This is the thing. I would just say, be confident in who you are and your gifts and your talents. When you're in the room with these men, show them what you have. Tell them your opinions about whatever you're working on, so they can kind of see. You have to kind of like work a little harder for them to believe that you know what you're talking about. Because there are a lot of women that just come into the industry and they're just pretty and they just sing and there's just an object for marketing. You're not the best singer. You don't know how to write songs. You don't have an opinion. You're just there to have fun and get paid and, be pretty. And that's what a lot of men are used to in the industry, being able to control the product.
And that's going along. First of all, let's acknowledge a couple of folks real quick. Hey, David Eccles, thank you for being here tonight. Sean, thank you for being here. Monica Litza, I've never seen you before on the show, so welcome.
Dear friend of mine.
Oh, hey, Monica. And and Blue is here. And I think Rodney is also here. Rodney made a comment tonight. David said, though, in our discussion right here, that when it comes to an artist, Rodney said, about going back to Donald Trump, the entire jury would need to be Lindsey Graham. Okay, that one. You're right. David said that we know more about the artist's personal lives than their music.
And you know what? And that kind of ruins it for us, because back in the day, we kind of like that mystery, Right.
Yeah.
We love that mystery because we had like a vision of them in our minds,
right,
of who they may be. So back, when you all were talking about Babyface and Anita Baker, I don't know if I want to really meet Sade, because I need to have my same image of her that I've had in my childhood. I don't want to do it for me.
Right.
Well, as one who has met her, I can say she was gracious and kind and all those things that I'm sure you would imagine her to be.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
So I do want to say hey and welcome to Monica, our first time joining our show. Just glad you're here with us. So Kia, you mentioned the whole notion of that control, and you both perform and write your own music. Can you share with us your process? What is your creative process like?
Let me tell you, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you wonder why some artists don't come out or produce music as often as other artists. Sometimes you have to live to get that inspiration. So sometimes my inspiration comes and goes. It's hard. Like people think that artists have inspiration and are creative 24/7. That's so not the case. And that's why it's taken me so long to put together my debut album. Even though I do have ideas, you want it to be right. And I'd rather for it to be right than to be rushed, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
So a lot of ideas may come through experience, just living life. But creativity comes to me sometimes when I'm asleep. when I'm in the shower, when I'm driving, or sometimes when I'm just out people watching and I hear other people's conversations. I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Oh, so you listen to people when you're walking around, huh?
Oh, like when I'm sitting down.
You better. Okay.
We find inspiration in all ways. I get you.
And it's so funny. Like one time I ran a bath, and you know, sometimes like the water is still trickling.
Yes.
I heard something that was like very rhythmic one day, and I was like, oh, let me put that on my voice note. So that's inspiration too. You know, you hear sounds, different things, nature and everything.
Nice.
Well, Kia, I know, and I soon the audience will know that you currently have an EP entitled Duet of Daffodils. And you're currently, as you mentioned, working on your album. Can you let us know, let us in on what we can expect from your upcoming project?
Okay. Well, can I explain Duet of Daffodils?
Yes, please.
So Duet of Daffodils is a collection of collaborations. These are 6 songs that I did on other people's albums. So it's me, Kia Bennett, but it's me in other artists' spaces, right? I put that together just to get the ball rolling. So I was working at XM Satellite Radio from 2005 to 2008. I was laid off, and I was like, okay, God, this, I said I want to do music. Let's do music. So I had these songs already that's been published on other people's albums. So I just put it together to package it for me, kind of like a demo, but just to get the ball rolling and to get it out there. So that's what that is. So now I'm working on Kia Bennett's debut album. So which is more of, me and my sound and my experience in my life. And, I'm on the 3rd song right now. These are songs that probably were already written. These were songs that were poems. Some songs were first songs that I've ever written, like in high school. So it's just like, it's stuff that's kind of like been sitting that I've been reworking. And so I'm excited about it. It's gonna be some soul, R&B, jazz, with undertones of like hip hop, everything that I like, everything that I listen to, some samba, some reggae. It's just everything, but it's still the common denominator is me.
All right. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she said the common denominator is her. So we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, Kia is going to perform for us, ladies and gentlemen. So again, get your cup or whatever you need to get, okay, and get ready, because when we come back, Kia Bennett will be right here with us. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Magic Johnson, and it is my pleasure to congratulate the Black Press of America on 193 years of doing business. Wow. Your work has brought to life the stories of our community for many decades, and for that, we thank you. To President and CEO Dr. Ben Chavis, National Chairwoman of the Black Press Karen Carter Richards, and the entire board, congratulations and keep up the good work. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the He Said show, it's my honor to introduce and bring to the He Said stage my fellow Bison sister, Miss Kia Bennett.
Thank you. and free. Oh, how flavorful are we? Time is in our own fantasy. Your love elevates me. Higher place you take me. I'm weak when you embrace me. I feel so natural. Your love elevates me. Higher place you take me. I'm weak when you embrace me. I feel so natural. Da, da. Butterflies escape the pit of me. My sun rises and sets for you. Timeless in our own fantasy. Yeah. It's the bomb, and you got it going on. Give me some of your fun fashion, baby. You got me drifting wet from the way you make me sweat. Give me some of your fun passion, yeah, baby. Your love elevates me. High place you take me. I'm weak when you embrace me. I feel so natural. Your love elevates me. High place you take me, babe. I'm weak when you embrace me. I feel so natural. Da, da. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Did y'all notice the Tupac I put in there?
Bring it.
That was super lovely. Like, I was truly transported to a club, sitting down, dim lights, sipping a martini, having a very sophisticated cocktail nation experience.
Thank you.
Yes.
Alvin, you're muted.
Thank you. I actually forgot I was watching the show or even hosting the show.
It was great.
I forgot. So I'm sorry, Vash. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I forgot. Kid, thank you so much. Thank you.
You didn't. You were muted.
You may have thought you interrupted, but you did not.
You did.
It's my birthday. Be kind to me today, okay?
But that was truly beautiful. So I gotta know, like, what artists are you inspired by? Okay. I mean, we heard Sade, we heard Phyllis Hyman, we heard
so many people though. I mean, like my dream producers to work with: Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Raphael, James Poyser. I mean, it's just so many people. Like, I love Burt Bacharach. I like the Carpenters.
Yes.
Everything that has shaped my music. Look at this. Everybody on that wall right there.
Oh wow.
There's Dion, Marvin.
Come on now.
Are those the sisters? What were they?
LaBelle. No, I thought that was was that the Emotions or LaBelle?
The Emotions, yes.
The Emotions.
Yes.
Well,
what people?
to me, I mean, I want to know what qualities about them that you like, but what I hear from those people, those are all storytellers.
Yeah. Storytellers, and they're just full of soul and emotion. Most people who produce Black music are of the Black church. That's who that's where we come from.
We get a lot of their origins.
Yeah, and I remember running into Burt Bacharach back at the pew with the collection plate. No,
you know what? You know what? I was like, you what? I was like, what church was that? But
Kia, welcome to Vash's world.
I'm just listening to what you say and just trying to apply.
But on the real and about singers who sing with emotion, and I don't know if you remember, Kia, but my first partner, may he rest in peace, Ed Burke, used to design clothes for Phyllis Hyman, and she would come to our house, and I had no idea. Phyllis Hyman was such a down girl. She had a very nasty mouth, but she was real and she was honest. But I never got that she was in pain, that she was, you know what I'm saying? And so, but when she opened her mouth to sing, to tell a story,
yes,
I just thought she was just in the moment of, you know, her artistry, if you will, you know? And so having her pass away the way she did and the stories that came out after that, it made me realize she was really in pain, and that's where all of her music was coming from. But I couldn't see it in person.
We didn't know that because she was so statuesque. She seemed very confident. We didn't know that she was in emotional turmoil.
Right.
Because she showed the opposite in her craft and the way she presented herself. So you know that really hurt me. I mean,
you are not alone.
No, I definitely had a moment when she passed away. But okay, Kia, so what is the best piece of advice that another musician that you respect has ever given you?
Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you what my daddy told me. He's a musician.
Okay, come on.
Keep it real. Come on.
Keep it real. Come on now.
He's telling me, you know, go hard or go home. Like don't do anything halfway. If you're going to do it, do it.
Come on now.
So look, I had to tell him, I had to give him his own words when I decided to do music full time. He's like, look, babe, baby, you know, you need a full-time job with benefits. I said, but you already see what I'm doing. I'm doing music. You told me go hard or go home. So what you want me to do? So that next day, he bought me all this equipment.
Wow. Oh, wow.
That's it. Yeah. That's support. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
There's a Father's Day toast right there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I too was transported. Before I ask you my next question, has there ever been any comparison to Vivian Green? I heard a little bit of that sound in there as well.
I like Vivian Green. You know who I get a lot though, and it's because of like the way I layer my voices on my recordings. Everybody tells me, and I'm not gonna say everybody, but people who kind of like listen to my stuff have told me, "Okay, you remind me of Jeanne."
Oh, yeah, I can hear it. Yeah,
Jeanne.
There's a duet actually. They're a singing group duet. Jeanne.
Oh yeah. I'm familiar.
It's just a groove thing. It's just a funky thing.
Yes. Listening to my music is
come on, Bobby.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So my question to you is about performing though, and whether or not, thus far, the best place that you feel you've performed.
Okay.
And is there a dream venue? And why? What makes it a dream venue? And I want to echo before you answer that, Rodney's statement that you do bring us back to the old school Quiet Storm sound here, which is big here in the DC area, in the DMV. Yes,
I would love to be a part of that old school Quiet Storm. Let's see.
Favorite venue thus far, and the dream venue, and why?
Well, I'm going to tell you Blues Alley because I've performed at Blues Alley 6 times already.
Yes.
2016.
Legendary club in the DC area for those who may not be in the area. Yeah.
Yeah. So Blues Alley kind of validated me, and that was like one of the first venues that kind of showed me my worth as far as like monetarily. It showed me how to deal with contracts and negotiate. And a lot of times, you know, at Blues Alley, you don't know how much you're getting paid until you sell those seats. So each time I learned what to do and what not to do to have sold out shows. And so Blues Alley has kind of like been my learning ground. You know, there's a lot of venues. I don't know the names of them, but I see a lot of like, I like Rolling Rocks.
Where is that? Where's that? In Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm getting the vision outdoors.
It's outdoors. It's red. It has like a lot of stone, but it's like beautiful. Like is it Rolling Rocks? I think that's the name of it. It's in Colorado. Okay. That's one of the places. But I like to do amphitheaters, and I would love to do Wolf Trap.
Wow. Well, I hope that they open we have a amphitheater that's right up the street in Rock Creek Park, and I know it's the Carter Barron. They've received funds to reopen it, so I hope that you will get booked at the Carter Barron, because I could definitely sit outside and hear you. So
absolutely,
keeping my fingers crossed with that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I performed there before, and I loved it.
Yeah,
Carter Barron.
It's an amazing place. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like a lot of outdoor venues. That's what I really want to do. A lot of beautiful outdoor, like Greek amphitheater type stuff. Red Rocks. Yes. Red.
All right, Tammy.
Thanks, Tammy.
Thanks, Tammy. That's right. Look, our viewers, we're on it. Thank you all.
On it.
Okay. On it.
Yes, Red Rocks. Thank you.
Wow. Well, I'm holding the space that I get to see you at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on, Vash.
I would do that. So,
legendary outdoor venue.
What sort of outside activities do you do when you're not playing music that actually help feed your music?
Oh, I take walks in the park all the time. My cousin, she has a wonderful yoga studio, and they do like outside stuff all the time. So I'm going to the park to her events. I like riding in my car all the time. I mean, because listening to music and just going and just seeing just like different surroundings around you, that really feeds my soul a lot too. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm going, but I would take a ride. I like nice rides with some good music.
Well, I want you to also share. Wait a minute, you got some acting chops. Okay, so I think our viewers need to know you have some experience and have put your toes in the acting pool. So can you shed a little bit about that before we let you go?
Okay, so let me just tell you real quick. So I really feel like I'm kind of averaging that. I mean, I was in school plays and stuff, but I really started doing this because my friend Najiba, she's the real actress, right? She couldn't make it to an audition one day, and it was here in Richmond, and I just so happened to be home at my grandmother's house in Hopewell, Virginia, right?
Watching the soaps.
Yes.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. So she was like, Kia, are you in D.C. or you in Richmond? I was like, I'm in Richmond, but I'm at my grandmother's house. She was like, please go to this audition because I cannot make it. I want somebody I know to go to it, and it's in Virginia, in Petersburg. I was like, Petersburg? That's like up the street from Hopewell, right? So it made sense for me to go. I was like, I'm not gonna stand on line a long time. I'm gonna be first in line. So I was 10. I didn't know what the movie was. She was like, just go. I went. And see, the thing is, I trust her because she's done already, right? I was like, I'm not an actress. She was like, just go. So I went, I said a few lines, they took my picture, I filled out a form. I get a call from LA 2 weeks later. It was like, Kia, can you make it on this day for wardrobe fitting? I was like, yeah. It was the movie Harriet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So okay. I mean, a lot of these things I've been in have just been background acting. But at the same time, you still have to audition.
Well, you have to audition, and when you are chosen for a part, let me just tell you, it depends. I'm just going to say it depends on how you look at it. You were chosen for a part. Yes. That means that you have something in you. There is something that people see in you that you may not see in yourself. And I wish I had a picture of you, because I found it. I have it, but I don't have it loaded. There's a picture of you in your wardrobe from Harriet. And I was like, look at her.
Yeah.
Look at her. I mean, so... obviously you have an it thing, and somebody saw it with a movie that was so, what do you call it? High caliber, or a movie that, as Harriet. So
broadly released.
Kudos to you. Please follow yourself on that. So, all right. Well, before we let you go, Kia, and you sing happy birthday to me. Do you have any tour dates coming up, and how can we all stay in touch with you? Because I'm sure our viewers want to follow you. So how can we do that?
Real quick, I have a new movie called Rustin that I am in with
What? Say the name again.
It's called Rustin with Bayard Rustin.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We had Bayard Rustin's partner, Walter
the
Nagel, on the show, and he said that he's going to come back on the show with people from the movie.
Yeah, to talk
once
about it.
it's ready to be released. So when that happens, you must come back. I don't care what you were doing in the movie.
Last August in D.C.
Yeah.
Look, doing things right here on He Said. You all saw it. Okay, look, see how the dots are connecting?
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
So, Kia, how can everyone stay in touch with you? How can they do that?
Okay, so I'm Kia Bennett on Facebook, and you can follow me on Instagram. Instagram is really where I post like my shows and the haps and everything. So Instagram is Enchantress76. So that's ENCHANTRESS76. My music, Duet of Daffodil, is on all music platforms, Apple Music, Tidal, and Kia Bennett on Bandcamp, if you want to do that route. Okay. But mainly follow me on Instagram, because I'm more reactive on there.
And what is it? I was going to say, what is the Enchantress 76? And I should have uploaded it. Okay.
But you'll still see my name, Kia Bennett.
Okay. Well, Kia, first of all, thank you so much for being on the show tonight and being a part of our Black Music Month series. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. But before we let Kia go, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about next week. Next week, we have another show, but we're going to do something different. We have an instrumentalist coming on, Celine Waters, and the show Mystical Waters. He will be here next week. And if you don't know what an instrumentalist is, you got a week to look it up, but he will be here. He will be here next week, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because
I sure hope our audience knows what an instrumentalist is.
He is fantastic. I'm just saying. So our words of the week, ladies and gentlemen, this week: know the difference between those that come to feed the soil and those that come to grab the fruit.
Hallelujah.
All right. Very important that you know that. So again, I'm gonna turn it over to Kia, and we have
wait a minute. Okay, we gotta get ready.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna do this because my boys went out and look what they did. They got me some cake.
We sure did.
And it was actually delivered today by yours truly down here. So I have a cake. So Kia, you, before this candle goes out, you go ahead and you do what you do, and I'm going to blow this candle out.
Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alvin. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, girl.
Thank you, Kia. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to start my birthday week, but we will definitely look forward to seeing you on the next episode of He Said.
He Said.
He Said.
Good night.
Happy birthday, Alvin. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Appreciate you. Thank you for everything.
Thanks, Monica, Michi. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kia.
Thank you.